The same thing. What is sacred geography to when you're growing up? It's a place where you go to visit the gods. So if you're in Bombay, you go to Ganga because that's where Ram shot his arrow and you live that. Or you go to visit Ganesha in his temple, or since I'm from Odisha, I will go to Puri, Jagannath Puri, and with my mother I will go to Kashi. So you travel, that's the reason to travel. So some people travel to Disneyland and we travel to Tirthas. And we, you meet the gods, and on the way you spend time with your family, you talk about the stories, you hear the songs, you eat the food in the temple, the way it is served. So in Puri temple is about eating. You only eat. That's the purpose of going there. And you don't get that dal anywhere else. You have to, it's like a restaurant. And where you don't, well, you have to eat it in broken clay pots, because then your family tells you that to remind you to stay humble, and you will eat broken clay pots. And for example, when you're eating, so look at how the values are being bad. The place will not be cleaned, because how can you clean the food of God? It's all the time clean. So if I eat from the same plate someone else will eat, and then someone else will eat, because it is sacred. And for me, that's the pilgrimage, because that's how I learnt values. You travel to a holy place, or you travel to a mountain or a cave, you walk for a long time and you hear these blaring sounds from Bollywood and people shouting, and you realize the God is deaf, and because you have to say zor se bolo, because clearly she can't hear. And and the other day in a morning, gentleman talked about cochlear implants. So, but the gods become personal. You go to visit them, you know what they eat, they know what they dress, you know what flowers they like. You go to the shops, and I think then they become part of your being. Whether it's not doctrinal, it is through the practice of travel that the gods enter your lives. Their stories enter your lives, their values, the ideas, the complexities, the curses, the boons, the emotions. All that comes into your life in a very, through travel, sacred tourism. But